Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. My name is Muhammad Farhan. I'm from R4G class. My MPM is 2019 125 00805. In this video, I will presentation about topic coffee with the title Coffee and Unique. Okay, here we go. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Aloha. Oh, hello. Glad to see you guys, and welcome to my video presentation. In this opportunity or this change, I want presentation about coffee and uniques. But by the way, do you know what coffee is? How many type of coffee beans are there? And how to make coffee so that it can be drink? Do you know? Okay, in this video, I will tell you about the three things. Enjoy this video. First things is what is coffee? Coffee is a type of a drink that comes from the processing and extraction of coffee plant beans, which are dry and then ground to become a powder. The word coffee is original come from Arabic. It's called kahwa, which means strange, because coffee was originally used a high energy food. The word kahwa changed again to kahve, which come from Turkish, and then change again to coffee in Dutch. The use of the word coffee was immediately absorbed into the Indonesian language to become the word coffee that is known today. Okay, how many types of coffee beans? In this video, I have two types of coffee beans. Number one is Arabica coffee beans. Arabica coffee is a traditional type of coffee with the best taste. Most of the coffee available is made using this type of coffee bean. This coffee originates from Ethiopia and is now cultivated in various parts of the world, from Latin America, from Central Africa, East Africa, India, and Indonesia. In general, this coffee is grown in countries with tropical or subtropical climates. Arabica coffee grows at an altitude of 600 to 2000 meters above sea level. Optimal growing temperature is 18 to 26 degrees Celsius. The resulting coffee beans are quite small and are green to dark red in color. Number 2 is a Robusta coffee bean, or can be said class 2 coffee. Robusta coffee was first discovered in Congo in 1898. Robusta coffee can be said to be class 2 coffee because it tastes more bitter. Is less acidic and contains much more caffeine. In addition, the coverage of growing areas for Robusta coffee is wider than Arabica coffee, which must be grown at a certain height. Robusta coffee can be grown at an altitude of 800 meters above sea level. In addition, this type of coffee is more resistant to pests, and this make Robusta coffee cheaper. Robusta coffee is widely grown in West Africa, Central Africa, Southeast Asia, and South America. And how to make coffee can be drink is a coffee will undergo a long series of processing process from coffee beans to to become from coffee beans to become coffee drinks. Various methods of processing coffee beans have been tried to produce the best coffee drinks. In this case, the planting process also plays a role in creating a good coffee taste. Number 1 is the harvest and separating the shells. The coffee plant is evergreen throughout the year and has white flowers. These flowers will then produce a fruit similar to cherry wrapped in a hard shell. The result of this fertilization in flowers is called coffee beans. Harvesting coffee bean is usually done manual by hand. In the next stage, the coffee beans that have been harvested will be separated from the shell. The coffee beans harvest will be separated from the shell. There are two methods commonly used, namely by drying and milling by machine. In dry condition, direct drying in the sun is usually used. Once dry, the coffee bean shell will be easier to remove. In Indonesia, coffee beans are dried until the moisture content remains only 30% to 35%. Another method is to use a machine before grinding. Coffee beans are usually washed. Coffee bean method is to use a machine. Before grinding, coffee beans are usually washed first. This grinding method tends to give better results than the direct drying method. Number two is a roasting. After being separated from the shell, the coffee beans are ready to go into the roasting process. This process instantly changes the taste and color of the coffee beans. The brown color of the coffee beans will also look darker. Number three is a milling. In the next stage, the dry coffee beans are ground to increase the surface area of the coffee bean. By increasing the surface area, the extraction will be more efficient and fast. Number 4 is the art of boiling. Boiling is the final step of processing the coffee beans until they are ready for consumption. To create a coffee drink with a high taste, the boiling of coffee beans must be done well and perfectly. Number 5 is the caffeinate. The caffeinate or the caffeinating is a additional method of the whole coffee processing process. The caffeination is widely used to reduce caffeine level in coffee so that it doesn't taste too bitter. Okay, there are various types of coffee drinks that exist today. There are each type of coffee available has a unique serving and processing process. The following are some example common coffee drinks. Number 1 is a black coffee. It's the result direct extraction from boiling coffee beans that are served without addition of any flavor. Number 2 is espresso. It's a coffee made by extracting coffee beans using hot steam and high pressure. Number 3 is a latte or coffee latte. It's a type of espresso coffee with add milk with a ratio of 3 to 1 with milk and coffee. Number 4 is a coffee au lait. Coffee au lait is similar to coffee latte but using a mixture black coffee. Number 5 is a coffee macchiato. It's espresso coffee with added milk with a ratio of 4 to 1 coffee and milk. Number 6 is a cappuccino. Cappuccino is a coffee with the addition of milk and chocolate chips. Number 7 is a dry cappuccino. It's a cappuccino with a little cream and no milk. Frap is number 8 is a frap. It's espresso served cold, instant coffee derived from dried and granulate coffee beans. Number 9 is Irish coffee. It's a coffee mixed with a whiskey. Number 10 is a brass coffee. Authentic Indonesian coffee made by cooking coffee beans together with the sugar. Number 11 is a Melia, a type of coffee with the addition of cocoa powder and honey. Number 12 is a mocha coffee, similar to cappuccinos and a latte, but with the addition of chocolate syrups. The 13 is a Oleng, a typical Thai coffee cooked with corn, soybeans, and sesame. Conclusion for this video is coffee is a better source of caffeine than energy drinks because it provides the stimulating effect without putting an individual at risk of health problems. The extensive research conducted over the years about coffee helped to affirm the few points. Okay, that's enough from me. Well, thank you for your kind attention to join my video presentation. See you and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.